Hey everybody, I've been getting my butt handed to me in Ascension, and yet here I am still trying. We start cursed, by the way, because we're on Ascension level 10 here. Let's think. 18 damage for 250 gold. I don't love it. I think I might be in upgrade a card territory. Let's take a look at the shop, though, or at the list. A free card upgrade is okay. And then we can actually have like a good block. I think Neutralize is worth upgrading as well. I'm just going to throw that out there. Maybe not everybody agrees with my assessment. This is our fight right here. Rest, fight, rest. Hopefully we get upgrades. Rest, 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 fight, rest. What are you? Oh my lord. At least it disappears, right? The fact that it's ethereal, it just makes our starting hand slightly worse. Big friggin' whoop. Alright, who's taking the hit? You're taking the hit. Now, you buff, you attack. Perfect, 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 perfect. So we can do this, and pretty much everywhere it's going to be hot. Dude, I shouldn't say this, because it opens me up for ridicule if things go wrong. First, I just want to add, Ascension level 10. It ain't no joke, dude. I love the Shiv deck. I can't deny it. What I was going to say is Ascension level 10 is no joke. So if I die, I die. But the Silent is my best character. I kind of get them. Panacea, Tactician. Panacea, Tactician. Normality, Panacea. I'm not even taking the chance. Deflect, Panacea. I will take... I don't know. Is Panacea? I got no idea. I'll take it. I'll take a Deflect. That's fine by me. I think we added 2 decent zero-cost cards. Oh, my friend, you are in a lot of trouble. So we don't have to play this, but we might as well. Why don't we have to play it? Well, it does nothing for us. Right now, we have a bit of a block-focused deck with a very, very mild Shiv focus. And I do mean very, very, very mild. Can I get you? I need 3 attacks to get you next turn. I gotta get you, though. We're not gonna get 3 attacks, so we gotta focus on... Now we need 2 attacks next turn. He's gonna be plus 15 strength. This is scary, dude, but... Ah, we did it. Thank God. Lost 1 HP. Big whoop. Hello, Tomo. Have you come here to help me slay the Spire? Tomo's not the Silent. He's like... I'm not gonna call him the defect. That's highly rude. Watch your mouth. Tomo... He's my morale booster. Give me these cloaks. We can build a deck out of cloaks. Look at that. Right now we got a defense-focused deck. Poison would also be decent. I know we had the opportunity to take poison earlier, and we said no in favor of Cloak and Dagger. We might make a different decision if we're given the opportunity again in the future. Because it looks like, for now, we have a pretty good ability to put up blocks. And if we could whittle them down, you know, even if it's 2 HP per turn, that's something. So far, this is going pretty well. Bane, Heel Hook, and Choke. If we had more zero-cost stuff, Choke would be fine. I don't think we can afford to take Heel Hook yet. We can't guarantee weakness, so most of the time we draw it, it's going to be slightly suboptimal. And look at this. Right now, like, easy to get overconfident. On floor 1, we got a great setup, but, you know, things change. Let's put it that way. This guy's not going to be able to tilt things in his favor because of our artifacts. We're very, very... I meant to play Survivor. We're very, very slowly just going to tilt things in our favor. And sure, we lost a little HP. Life goes on. Both backflip and leg sweep are very, very good. I think most of the time, I probably would have taken backflip. I do think it's extremely great. We're going to go leg sweep and upgrade it right off the bat. It's the weakness, dude. Okay. I'm glad we're purging the curse right off the bat. So leg sweep is viable to play against this guy. That's no problem. He's doing 12. Let's see. 15. Look at that. Okay, we're equal. If we can play a leg sweep against him, we're going to be happy with it, I think. He's doing 10. There you go. We don't play deflect. There's no need. And he's going to be weak for a little while longer, which is perfect. Now, to be honest with you, I'm going to go ahead and take 3. I'm not willing to buff him that much. This is a little scary. 33, we're taking 9. It's not good. I was just going to say, great turn for a leg sweep. Oh my god, he's good. I think I might have made a mistake and buffed him just a little too much. Yes. He has 18 strength up, 22 strength up. Oh my lord. And on turns where we don't get leg sweep, that's gonna be a bit of a conundrum for us. Did I ruin my run? 50? No, we're gonna have 1 HP left, nothing to sweat. And hey, look at that, we lived. Molten Egg. Very good. Give me those cloaks, dude. The Lord knows we need them right now. So was that worth it? I actually think... for Molten Egg, it might have been worth it. We'll see. It might surprise you. I'm fairly unconcerned with where we're at right now. You're doing 12. We don't need to play a leg sweep, so I think we'll just make sure everybody's armor is torched. That boss is basically designed to crush us. You know, that's the boss that... Might as well. That's the boss that makes blocks bad. Every other elite is going to be decent for us, I think. I think we can afford a flying knee. And you know what? I think I'm going to gain some gold because I can't afford to lose HP or I will be killed. This is a tough one, huh? Like vulnerability. Super nice. We can't take that and bottle lightning. If we take bottle lightning, what would we want? It has to be a skill. It seems a little overkill to use it on Panacea. What happens if it gets upgraded? Does it give you 2 artifact? Like, healing for 2 is not worth that much. Except it is if we very rarely take damage. So, the only reason I'm not going with Bottled Lightning, which by the way, is a much better, relic, is... We don't have anything, I think, that works that well with it right off the bat. It might surprise you, and I've said it a couple times now, but I actually think things are okay. Now, I can't afford to lose basically any HP. I think if we make it through this floor, which is always going to be, you know, a little debatable because of the fact that we do have, you know, the boss is going to be harder. We might be okay for the next floor. I have to be honest. I don't know if we want 20 Cloak and Dagger, but here's my metric for Cloak and Dagger. I'm happy every time the card shows up. If I could replace every card in my deck with the Cloak and Dagger, would I? I mean, you know me. I'm a little simple in this game sometimes, so I might consider that. We don't need to play a leg sweep. I love leg sweep. If we don't need to play it, we don't need to play it. But on the boss, it might just keep us alive. I think we can make a blur work. Now, none of our cards are upgraded, and our deck... Well, not many of our cards are upgraded. Our deck is relatively thick. For a, for the first floor on an Ascension run. But... it is what it is, right? Now, I think I should maybe try to get you to flip. If I pop this, you need to take 20. Yeah, it'll do it. It'll work. And I actually believe I might need to use every potion at our disposal. And that's okay. If we do, we do. Because I'm assuming... Well, we might not need the Ancient Potion. I can't fathom a situation where that would actually matter. 12? That sucks. I don't care about the perfect at all. I just care about the fact that... Oh, dude, we got to keep 5 strength up. I wasn't even paying attention. Obviously, though, that's incredible. Purge this from your deck. So that's accidentally like the best thing I've ever done in Ascension mode on video. And the fact that it's an accident is hilarious. For me right now, I'm like, okay, if I can leg sweep you, you'll be weak, but for how long? If I just hit you twice, you're gonna pivot anyway. We should win this fight then, and that's... I wasn't necessarily thinking that that was a guarantee. I will hit you, because we hit hard, you do 3 damage to us, we get 1 extra energy. It's worth it in my book. Pretty much the same boat. While you're vulnerable, I'm going to hit you again. We basically can't lose right now. We can definitely lose the run, but we can't lose against this guy. 20. You know what? Go ahead. Doesn't bother me. I told you! We did get down to 1 HP. But from that point onwards... well, let's not get too cocky, you know. Wraith form is super useful, but I do think we need more damage, and it comes pre-upgraded. Yeah, okay, we can do with Ring of the Serpent. It makes... it's Bag of Prep, basically, but instead of... Well, it replaces Bag of Prep, but instead of getting 2 cards on your first turn, you get 1 card on every turn. The longer a fight goes, the happier we're going to be. This is our corridor. Remember, we can rest, fight, rest. Drill Sergeant, just recall. Smack. We're in dire need of more, well, more everythings, really, but more relics are a pretty important get right now. I do think that Blood Vial has been surprisingly valuable. I underrate this relic. I don't think it's particularly good. And yet here, gotta admit it's doing something. One of these days, we're gonna bust on through to the other side. I'm pretty stoked he has not managed to hit us yet. Mind you, we're barely doing anything to him, but dude, in these cases, Mercury Hourglass is like surprisingly okay. You definitely want to play this. Now, 22. We'll play two of these. I think it's critical for us to take 0. And we just, you know, strike whenever we get the chance. Ooh, okay. I do think Caltrops fits the archetype. Rarely do I take it. Dude, free Centennial Puzzle. Rarely do I take it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I also think Well-Laid Plans is just wonderful. And I'm kind of tempted to take a Dagger Spray. Just because single enemies are no problem right now, but multiple enemies could cause us a lot of grief. 10 damage. Nothing to worry about. Alright, okay, we got... This is a thinking man's run right now. This is like a chess match. Which, believe it or not, is kind of more my speed. I would like to weaken you for 2 turns. You're doing 10. It's not very much. So Caltrops is very important to me. Because we played Blur, or because we're gonna play Blur, I'm actually okay with this. Oh, and we get to keep the 5 decks. Because of the Ancient Potion. Again, accidentally, I keep making myself look like a genius when I am actually a moron. And that's A-okay by my standards, at least. We need to get 5 block. That's very simple for us. We'll just do that. We'll keep Survivor. Yeah, this is a run. We're like a boa constrictor. We're not like a python that hits an enemy and, you know... Oh, you're venomous. I don't know where the metaphor's going, okay? What it is this is a run where it's like, we take no damage, and very slowly enemies kill themselves, more or less. I mean, this guy's dead when he touches us. And we've taken no damage. Now, the run might take 45 years, but so be it. We don't poison enemies, otherwise that would be good. Dagger Throw, I think, is pretty okay. If we can take no damage here, we can actually afford the upgraded card. And check this out. We definitely want the Ancient Potion. So free energy, thank you. And as much damage as possible. Alright. Just build LOL. Tons of weakness. 12 block for next turn, which it turns out we are going to need. And with well-laid plans, we get to... I mean, basically, we have 7 cards per turn with well-laid plans, which is really good. Well... I actually think we popped that. We should have popped it before we played an extra defend, but I really don't want to take any. If I can afford to take 0 damage, I'm going to invest in taking 0. Even at the cost of a potion. So I don't feel aggressively confident in this deck, but I feel pretty good about it. Now, Caltrops gets better, but dude, I think we got to start... The Cloak and Daggers have to start doing more damage to kill enemies faster. That's where I see this deck going long term. Blur Leg Sweep is not terrible necessarily, but you're doing 30 damage. We're not going to get to 30 blocks, so I think we're actually better off just smacking. It's not a great start. Vulnerability, I was just going to say, vulnerability would be nice. Then we can do a die. Just, if we can wipe one enemy, life gets a lot better. Like, it might have looked pretty terrible, and it was kind of terrible to start with, but this is why we want to do rest, fight, rest. In my opinion. Very, very slowly. They are going to be murdered. One strike takes that guy out. I mean, we're definitely going to dagger spray, of course. I would rather take none. There's no reason to take any damage here. We actually turned out just fine there. I'm still, in all likelihood, going to, wow. In all likelihood, gonna rest. Just get our HP back. Bronze Scales is, like, exactly what we want. Works very well with Caltrops. Frozen Egg for upgraded powers. Not in a non-daily. Backflip is worth something. And, I mean, Infinite Blades? Starts pre-upgraded. I think we can do it, and this makes an accuracy better. It gives us free damage every single turn. If we wanted to, we could get to fight that other elite. I think we should. I actually think that we're in a... I wouldn't describe it as the most dominant position you could ever imagine. But I don't think we're in a bad spot. I do hate that we're just about to take 12 damage for nothing, though. Alright, so his attack is going to do nothing. We have to die. Free Shiv. We don't need to get 2 more Shivs. Like, I actually feel like applying some weakness is going to buy us some time long term. As whack as it might seem. I've been bringing whack back. Don't take that out of context, please. Yeah, we can do this and then play Survivor. Not that it does that much for us, I guess. But anyway, the whole point is this guy is going to murder himself. Just by attacking us like a fool. Like the fool that he is. Keep the defense. He's probably dead next turn anyway, but like... This didn't go so badly after our first turn. Crippling Cloud is really good. I have chosen... You know what? Let's do it. I think that's okay. I've chosen not to fight the elite. Why? You don't want to know. The honest answer is that I just forgot. And let's remove this curse. Okay. Now, what are we looking at? I mean, another backflip strikes me as acceptable. This will be a real test. And, I'm actually going to smith, which is a little... Not everybody's going to agree with that, I think. And you may be right. I may be crazy. This guy does a lot of damage. Starting from turn 1, unfortunately. So we have to play Cloak and Dagger. Infinite Blades is worth a lot for us long term. And give me some energy. Okay. The real fight begins now. Well, you should leg sweep him. At least we did some damage. At this point, why not blur, right? You keep 24 block. We don't have to worry about any block on this turn. Shiv, of course. Cloak and Dagger into 2 Shivs. It's pretty solid. I think I'd rather keep him weak forever. Our damage output is basically horrible. Caltrops has to be played. Keep, you know what? Keep a deflect for now. But slowly and surely, we might be able to break through there. He's doing 20 damage. That's bad. And he's weak, so he was already doing it by default. Shiv him. Get 2 extra shivs. With 2 energy, can we get 10 block? Absolutely. And thank God for Letter Opener, which is at least letting us do some extra damage. Because, I mean, we're in a little bit of a... it's a slog, to put it politely. We've done 100 damage to him over the course of like 10 turns. Which is really bad, because he keeps debuffing us, you know, in case it's not abundantly clear what direction the debuffs are going in. We are going to take some damage. It's only 5, but... You know, we're basically relying on him to hit himself. That's how this fight goes for us. And we can't avoid the debuffs. Shiv. Die should be played. It's our best damage dealer. And I guess we'll just blur. Bring leg sweep over. Yeah, we're going to be debuffed for life. I think we might be strangled. We're a strangler in this run. A boa constrictor. And we're fighting a fellow strangler. I'm not so worried about him right now. It's more so, like, you know, if you're familiar with this fight, you're obviously aware of the fact that, you know, this guy is one of the most dangerous second floor bosses because he starts to do, like, 50 damage in attack. And without us having, like, any way to gain dex, I don't know how we're going to handle that. Okay, so next turn he's gonna go for a, he's gonna rebuff himself. We get a turn to at least purge some vulnerabilities. And we might as well hit him. Gain energy as well. That was actually a decent turn. Block is the most important thing. Thank God we at least purged Frail. He's doing 66 damage. Okay, never mind, he's doing 48 damage. Now we're starting to see, like, there's something to this. We're hoping for a leg sweep, but, like, it is what it is. We're taking a lot. He's doing 29. 26. 26 is a lot easier to deal with. 19. Okay. Slowly. Very, very, very slowly. Please, you cannot make me frail and vulnerable simultaneously. That's unfair. It's against the Geneva Convention. I mean, we have to play our blocks. We're still going to take an extremely nasty hit. 48 damage. I think this is where our life ends. Well, you can't do anything. Oh my god. Well, that's like 3 Slay the Spire episodes in which we've gotten our butt kicks. Or our butts kick? We've gotten our butts kicked very, very early. I mean, we gotta start doing 2 in 1. It's the only logical explanation. But hey, there's a good primer on Ascension. I might be back with a daily tomorrow, but I promise you, I would rather get my butt kicked from time to time than just have easy wins over and over and over. That being said, you know, this has definitely reset my hubris level in Slay the Spire. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya!